So once there was a skunk, and it was kind of walking around at night like skunks do, but it wasn't really feeling very well. It had a tummy ache. And it was thinking, well, let's go down to the creek and drink some water. But it was so sick that it was just sort of waddling around like really slow and kind of off balance. And it was doing the very best it could to get down to the creek to get some water. And as it was walking, it thought, oh no, diarrhea. And some diarrhea came out of its anus. And it thought, oh, I need to drink that water. I feel so yucky in my tummy. Boom! Right then, a raptor who had been watching this thing was so looking at this sick little animal, and it reached down and it killed it immediately. The skunk didn't even know what happened. It didn't even have time to let go of its scent from its scent glands. It just died immediately at the talons and the beak of the raptor.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And then the raptor was so hungry, it took all the parts of the skunk that it loved to eat the most. It took its muscles, it took its heart, it took its lungs, it took its liver.
Ew.
It even took its heart. It even took its brain.
What?
Yeah.
Like a zombie.
But there was a part of the skunk that it didn't like to eat.
The guts.
It did not eat the intestines.
Ooh.
What about the tail?
Oh, and you know what? It didn't want to eat the end of the skunk's tail either. There were not enough good muscles there. It was just full of bones and hair, and that didn't give it as much nutrition as all those other parts. So,
Is it a real story?
what do you think?
I don't think it's a real story.
You don't think it's a real story?
Yeah, because
So
how could
then-
they kill us?
After saying goodbye to their parents, a group of kids and their teacher came down to the creek. What in the world is this on the ground? They found intestines.
I found it.
They found the end of a skunk's tail.
Yeah.
They found blood. They found diarrhea. And then their teacher got out a dissecting kit, and the kids played with the intestines and made all sorts of discoveries all day
The
long.
tapeworm.
And then the most important cool part, what?
I'm pretty sure one of the kids brought out the
Do you think, so one of the kids brought out the dissecting kit. Oh, it was our filmer right here, our camera person who brought out the dissecting kit, and they got to dissect the intestines, and the stomach was like still moving a little bit if you poked it. And then
We found
got to
tapeworm.
what?
Tapeworm?
Oh, and then there was a tapeworm. We had never seen a tapeworm before. It was white and segmented and so long. And we weren't sure about what parts were infectious or if there were any eggs or larvae. So what did we do? What did we do with the tape?
We put them all under the tunnel.
We put the tapeworm pieces under the tunnel so nobody could get it. And then what did we do with our hands?
We washed them.
How many times?
6.
Like 6 times. Did anybody get sick?
No.
What? And there's a spider over there. Is there anything to add to this story about the... oh,
No.
and then some flies came too, right?
And
we
caught one.
What? Yep, and one of the kids caught one. And there were a couple different kinds of flies. We got to see the fly eating with its proboscis.
And now, is that the end?
I think that's the end. Does that
Okay.
seem like the end?
Yes.
That is the end.
Okay, bye.